Uncharted is one of those titles that changed the way we think of video gaming. The incredibly stylistic movie-like events brought to life in this series have changed the game industry. From the very start of the series, each and every game has left players salivating for more. Now Uncharted 3 looks to take the mechanics of the first title and ramp up the gameplay. Can Uncharted 3 live up to the excellent reputation of the franchise, or is this the first disaster for Naughty Dog? Sir Francis Drake's ring takes center stage in the story of Uncharted 3. A woman named Marlowe is in a ravenous search for the trinket. Since Nathan Drake is the current holder of the ring, he immediately becomes embroiled in a game of cat and mouse. This brings the entire cast of allies back to Nathan's side, and explores the history of how both Sully and Drake met for the first time. Get ready for a tale similar to Ocean's 11, Quantum of Solace, and Indiana Jones The Last Crusade mixed together. Uncharted 3 may be the most down-to-earth in the series. It downplays the lone man antics of Nathan Drake and focuses more on his camaraderie with his friends. Since Nathan doesn't travel alone as often, it allows for more witty repartee and drama between his buddies.
Yeah, see, he signed all his letters to the Queen with this symbol, meaning he was her eyes.
The original 007, you see, look, 007.
Not really that relevant.
It makes the journey he takes a lot more interesting due to his history with his friends and the enemy Marlowe. It also allows the story to take on a different twist and essentially use their tight-knit friendship against them. It's sad that halfway through the story, the game loses its focus on the buddy system. It's almost like the script was changed by the time you reach the boat, and the game progress just doesn't mesh well with the change. The action-oriented gameplay often defeats the story, sending Nathan off to outlandish locales alone just because he needs to shoot off some steam. It's a rather disjointed affair, but it is still extreme amounts of fun regardless of the direction. Visually, Uncharted 3 is a 25% step up from Uncharted 2. The polygon count of characters has risen slightly, and some of them have been retouched for a more refined look. Each environment contains a fair bit more detail, but that's mostly due to the improved lighting system. It's a fact that UC3 excels from the new glow added to flames, glares, and sunlight. Any level that requires darkness or a blistering sun will definitely wow many gamers. The game contains a much better animation system this time, which is mostly apparent when involved in melee combat. The fluid and dynamic fighting system comes off as impressive as a fight in Casino Royale. It may not be as fast as Arkham City, but the transition from one enemy to another is usually buttery smooth. My only gripe with the new system is that it can be a bit long-winded in heated combat conditions. Sadly, I can't say the same for the shooting and climbing mechanics. It seems like everything is slower and less accurate when firing weapons. Let's throw in the enemies who never miss a shot at the end of the game, and most players will probably punt a gnome in frustration. My major outcry has to go to multiplayer. The first gripe that I have with it is that it's pretty much the Call of Duty for Uncharted 3. New additions like kickbacks and weapon improvements turn the game into a power-up fest. Killing an enemy can take up to 15 shots unless of course you're using a sniper rifle of some kind. Players also get kill streaks, major kickbacks that can be used for spiders, multiple grenades, and infinite ammunition. The cooperative play is not as bad, but it isn't really all that great either. I don't know whose idea it was to give enemies high health pools, but it was a really bad one. Regular NPCs can take at least 8 shots to the head and 6 shotgun blasts before downed. The bosses in any major level come equipped with kickbacks and enough health that it take 50 shots from a sniper rifle to take them down. It's absolutely ridiculous, and a lot less fun than I thought it would be. The final straw that breaks multiplayer's back is the extreme visual downgrade it receives. It is downright fugly and probably some of the worst multiplayer graphics I've seen on the PS3 in a long while. Naughty Dog has also gone a long way to make co-op less freeform, as a lot of the levels have you in tight-knit corridors or small arenas, instead of giving you more vertical-based environments. There is even a level where enemies spawn in via a smoke bomb flash. No joke.
Just couldn't leave it alone, could you? Come here.
Now it may sound like I'm completely and utterly ragging on it, but the multiplayer is still fun on a casual level. I can't put my heart behind playing it for hours on end because it gets irritating outside of short bursts per week. The same goes with the single player experience. It's still a balls to the wall blast of excitement. It just suffers from a few hiccups in storyline and gameplay. Half-assed gaming gives Uncharted 3 a B+. It's definitely not Uncharted 2, but it's still great amounts of fun.